Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to look at the EZA for Tech Vegito Blue. Now, there's kind of some mixed reaction to this guy. Some people like him, but a lot of people have some criticisms with this guy. But I'm going to say this, no matter what you think about this guy, we all agree this sticker is fire, right? Like, this sticker is insane. I'm absolutely loving this sticker, and I think Goku Black's also has a very, very good one. So, both these units, whether you like them or not, they've got fire stickers. Very much worth the sticker. Very, very nice there. I'm really curious to see what I think about this unit, and this is going to be my first time actually using him in battle. I know the big issue with this guy is he's a build-up unit that needs to super a lot, and he very commonly will do 4 attacks per turn. The problem is after his initial super, the other 3 aren't guaranteed, so you could do a super and 3 normals, and if you get that a lot, it can be frustrating to build this guy up. So let's go ahead and take a look at his kit here. He has a very interesting leader skill where it's super class 4 key and 140 to stats. Not something I would really run, but kind of interesting. It's super flexible, right? Because it's like most of the entire game, right? Super class is a big chunk, which is why the leader skill is a little bit lower, but not anything I'd really use. But it is something interesting in case you, like, we're desperate for a leader, right? His super attack effect is he stacks attack and defense. So that's important because getting a lot of supers not only will help him stack his passive, which we'll read here in a second, but also he has infinite stacking attack and defense. So that's good to note as well. He disables guard, so he's never going to be type disadvantage when attacking, so that's decent. And then he does immense damage. So here he gets a defense 150 at the start of turn, and then another defense while attacking, defense 50 while attacking. He launches 2 additionals, each which has a medium chance of becoming a super. And then he gets attack 20% with each attack performed up to 200. So this is the part that's crazy, is he has to attack 10 times to get his full passive. Now here's the thing, normals will affect this. So even if he's doing, so the first 2 turns, if he does 4 attacks and like most of them are normals, that is still stacking towards this. So in 2 turns, he could get 8 attacks in. So it actually isn't as bad as you'd think to build this up. He gets key 3 and a medium chance of performing crit within the same turn after receiving an attack. Now, the key 3 is actually pretty significant because this guy's an over and a flash unit, which isn't the craziest link right now. Like, he would be better if he was prepared for battle. So he can struggle for key, but if he gets hit first, then he's going to get that 3 key, which will help. He's not really a slot 1 unit, though. Maybe after he builds up for a while, we'll see what the defense is looking like. But early on, you definitely don't want to put this guy in slot 1. We do have to keep in mind, too, when we look at the starter turn defense, that he does get 50% while attacking. So we'll keep that in mind here as well. I feel like a good split of additional and crit is good on this guy. Now, I know this guy does get crit chance while getting hit, but you typically, I don't think, want to put this guy in slot 1. So, and because he does so many additionals, you really do want crit. Crit is really important because those additional normals won't do any damage unless they're critting. So to really maximize the damage, I think you do want to be able to put crit on there for those additional normals. So mine's at 16 crit, 20 additional. Honestly, I could see the argument to even go higher crit and maybe a little bit lower additional. Like, I think 11 to 15 additional is probably fine on this guy because when he's doing 3 guaranteed attacks off the bat, each one of those has a chance to proc the additional. So you can get away with a little bit lower additional. He's probably still going to proc it, right? So this is full level 10 links, 200% showcase, running the future team. We are going to link them up with the year 5. I think the year 5s are going to be really crazy too if they EZA this year for anniversary, which I could actually see that happening. So turn 1. We're at 175k defense. He's going to get 50% on super. So that's like, it's not crazy, but like he's defense stacking as well. So we do have to keep that in mind. I think he's really meant to be an offensive unit. So I'm kind of curious to see what his offense looks like as we build up. Now his attack stat should be pretty low early on, but it should build up fairly quickly. Remember, we need 10 attacks. So 2.3 to start. Not bad considering he hasn't stacked yet. Because I'm like, he's going to get way more. That was basically with like no attack passive he was doing that. 2.8 on the second one. Okay. And then let's see. So there's a third normal, but that still buffs the passive. And then 3.9. You see the attack just skyrocketing, right? So that's only 4 out of 10 stacks. And he just like one turn that. Now that was turn 1 Vegeta event. Nothing too crazy, but I don't know. I think with some stacking, he's going to be looking pretty good. Now, this turn, we're just going to float the other Vegito off, and we're just going to have this weird rotation of 2 Vegeta and Trunkses. That's fine. Let's do that. Let's do that. And I'm going to go actually pretty heavy here and try to take this Vegeta out. I really want to get a fresh Vegeta for Vegito Blue to look really good, right? All right. So 4 mil for these guys. By the way, I hit fire on these tickets. So with this EZA, Global just dropped like the Winty Starry Night banner or whatever, which is a crazy 20 unit featured banner, but it has the Year 7 LRs and this new Vegeta and Trunks. I don't recommend people going there with stones just because like on a 20 unit featured banner, like the odds of you pulling what you want aren't good. That being said, I did buy out the tickets and I pulled 2 Vegeta and Trunkses and an LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, which is insane. So I got 1 of the Year 7s and 2 of this Vegeta and Trunks. So now my Vegeta and Trunks is at 79%. And then my LR Monkeys are at 90%. So when I'm kind of done with the banners and done summoning and I'm done with tickets, I'll probably rainbow the Year 7 Super Saiyan 4s. And I might even rainbow the LR Gods. Just because they're so good. So we'll see what my red coins are looking like. But I've definitely got enough to buy a few units, right? And these are the types of units you do want to buy. Okay, so unfortunately, we're not taking out this Vegeta, and that's because we were type disadvantaged there. So we'll put Vegito in slot 1 and just see how many attacks we can get through here. Now, let's see what his defense is looking like turn 2. This is double supported. So 285k defense. Now, the thing you have to remember, his attack is going up like crazy, but he doesn't have build-up defense in his passive. It's just from his super attack effect. So this defense is kind of like what it is. And we're just relying on him. I think if this guy's double, tripling, supering every turn, his defense is going to start to look good. Because now we're at about 300k with 50% on passive, on super, or just on attack, I should say. He'd be at like 450, right? Which is getting to respectable levels. And this is only turn 2. So what I'm seeing here, whoops, I missed super there. That's fine. I mean, we're going to take him out. Let's see. So we got a bunch of keys. So yeah, about 4.6 here. This is attack number 5. Okay. Here's attack number 6. Here's attack number 7 at 5.86. So next turn, we should get him maxed out. I don't know, dude. If this guy's going to be hitting like 7 mil attack stats with potential to quad super, that's actually pretty darn good for like an offensive unit. I'm kind of liking him so far. I do get, though, the RNG is going to play a role. And like in a red zone, if it's not a long enough event, I do see this guy struggling. I think it's situational, right? I do think, like, the STR LR Vegito Blue, I really like him too, and I do see him as a more consistent unit. And he's better turn 1, obviously, but I don't know, this build-up Vegito, I'm not mad at what I'm seeing here. Let's see as we continue through. I think it's going to be a unit that I'm only going to pull up for longer events, right? Or, like, if it's a red zone fight that's long enough and he's type advantage at the end, like, I don't know, could this guy do okay against Broly? Maybe. The problem is the earlier phases are probably going to kill him, right? That's the problem with Broly. Alright, so this works out. So we are getting our transformation. So now we're going to have our best linking partner. And we should have a supporting unit. So this is exactly what we want. So I am going to see, I don't know, does he get anything extra? Ooh, 6 out of 7 there. Yeah, he's just 6 out of 7 flat out. So very good linking partner here. With the proper linking partner, we've got support. 330k defense. Once again, he's going to get 50% on super, so probably like 475k, something like that. Decent, right? Like 400 something k is good enough for like normals and like super art content, but like supers, he's probably still going to get wiped, right? But we need 3 more attacks to max out. So let's see what we got here. See what this guy's looking like fully maxed out, right? All right, so we're going to get the key there. Good. All right, so what do we got here? So here's one, 7.2. And he's not maxed out. Dude, he's going to be an offensive powerhouse. Okay, there's 2. And then here's 3. And see, the crit damage was heavy there? Okay, so he's fully maxed out, but we didn't get to see what the super damage is. And he's stacking attack, right? So, like, even though we filled his, like, normal passive maxed out, he is still stacking attack on super. Now, we did get defense down there, so we do have to remember that for the next turn. But, dude, well, and here's the thing. The Year 5s have to build up, too. But, like, you can see that the Year 5s are aging. That he was hitting 5 mil. I mean, not nearly fully built. The thing is if the Year 5s were, like, turn 1 fully built up, they would actually be, like, okay in today's meta, which is pretty cool for, like, how old they are. But they just take way too much to build up these days. So he's pretty much just there as a linking partner. But let's go ahead. And I'm really curious what the next turn is going to look like. Very, very curious about that, right? All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, so let's hope we can finish this phase off. Oh, we're probably not going to finish this phase off, are we? I probably should have went light on the text because I want... The thing is Vegito's going to be type disadvantage, but his attacks can't be guarded, so he should still do okay damage. This will actually be good to showcase him, like, see how his attacks do against an enemy who is not, that should be guarding, that isn't. Now, if he crits, obviously that won't matter. But let's see what we got here. This could be kind of interesting, right? Okay. Yep. Okay. Alright, so let's see what he's doing here. I'm kind of curious this turn. Now, remember, we were defense down. So his defense, yeah, 290. So his defense would actually be a lot better than that. Probably like 350 to 375. But he did get defense down. I'm kind of nervous about putting him in slot 1. That's okay. We'll just give it a try. I don't, like, we wouldn't get one shot killed or anything, right? I'm really curious on the attack stat here. And we'll maybe just do like one more turn after this just to get a feel for what he's looking like. All right, we got the key up. All right, now we're attacking. Dude, 8.6. So this dude is going to be hitting like quad 9 attack stats. Like, I mean, if he were quad super, right? Now, the chances of quad supering, I think, are pretty low. Give me at least a double. Okay, we got a double super. So, I don't know. This guy's pretty explosive when he's built up. And it doesn't take him crazy long to build up if you're getting your... Because getting 4 attacks a turn, I think, is almost expected if you put enough additional on him. It's just a matter of how many supers is he going to do to stack, right? Let me get one more turn in here. At least one more turn with them. Alright, and these Vegeta and Trunkses... Actually, there's a pretty good chance these Vegeta and Trunkses will annihilate. I actually should have done their active skills. I don't know. Or no, they're type disadvantage here. Never mind. They're not going to do much damage unless they crit. I got my typings messed up. They need to go against the tech unit. Well, we did crit. But yeah, they're going to be fine. Like, this Vegeta's going to live just fine. And Vegeta and Trunks with their guard, this won't hurt at all. And they've been stacking defense as well. Yeah, double digits. We're good there. Alright, so we'll just get through the turn. And let's just do one more turn. Obviously, we could build them and stack them forever. But this is a good, like, measure for, like, alright, you get those 10 attacks in. And this is what he's doing, like, right then. Which I really, really like. Because with these infinite stacking units, sure, you could bring him into a stage where an enemy can't die in. Let's see what he looks like on turn 40, turn 50. Actually, I might do that. I did one of those for Videl. I did a short of that on like turn 40 of Videl. And that video actually did pretty well. It was just a short that I did. But she was hitting like 25 mil attack stats with guaranteed additional. So she did like a 50 mil attack stat. This Vegito would be doing insane things like that also. Alright, so let's see here. So Vegito in slot 1. And yeah, 427k defense now. And he's getting 50% on super. So dude, he's going to be like 650k. Like that's good. I don't know. I'm liking this Vegito. I know the RNG is dependent on the defense, but I think he's fine. He's just meant to be in long events, right? You just don't use him in short events. But in long events, I'm really liking this Vegito. Yeah, 9.4. So he could put up like a 40 mil attack stat this turn if he wants to quad super. Yeah, these middle ones I think are only like a 25% chance, right? That's the problem. And then we actually didn't hit the hidden potential. Wow. So that's the thing, is you just get some of those ugly turns, which is why you need the crit for those ugly normals to come through. So anyways, guys, pretty impressed. Like, we had this dude hitting 10 mil attack stats with like 650k defense. I think he's actually pretty good. So let me know what you think of this Tech Vegito Blue. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.